All right. Hello, hello. Well, I think it's just me for now. I don't know what happened to the rest of my team here, but um hope you guys are having a good evening. Tonight we are at Bristol Motor Speedway. Half mile track, a lot of packed action here. I am exhausted. I am extremely tired. I'll probably say some crazy shit or just completely embarrass myself numerous times this evening, but that is fine. That's why I have I had my team here to help me throughout the evening, but just me for now. Hope you guys are having a great evening. But I believe we had some good racing while I've been away, and I'm echoing. Bill, I hear myself. I don't hear you yet, but I know. Yep, I got you now, but I also hear myself. Hello, hello, test. It's still, yeah. Hello. No, that's fixed. All right, I'm gonna unmute now. All right, Bill's here. No one panic.
All right.
Bill's here.
Whew.
All right.
Ugh, need to hear the
Well,
background noise.
yeah, just had to get some stuff ironed out there. But as far as our drivers, looks like everybody should be wrapped up with qualifying. We'll take a look at those standings here in just a second. Um, we're still
Bristol's
in the.
already Bristol's already starting off with trouble.
Yeah, I was just telling everyone that I'm still very tired. Like I don't shake the jet lag very easily, so my
You got to be
body's telling me
quiet
to,
today? Is that what you're saying? It's going to be a quiet night for
uh
you.
I mean, quiet or like I'll overcompensate and just like try to be talking the entire time so I don't fall asleep. But we were potentially gonna have one other person in the booth, but don't see him yet. And I don't know where Taft is. Is Taft still doing his Taft things, or has he checked out?
I do not know. I haven't
Okay.
heard from anybody, and I was busy trying to fix my kerfluffle.
Yeah.
But look who is out front right now in the qualifying.
Yeah. Just taking a look at the standings here after the qualifying. John Connor on the pole tonight, number 97, with a 14.709. Followed up by Steven Carlisle, who's sporting a new paint this evening. I'm totally prepared to shout it out, and I have it right here. The mailbox 81 car. We'll get a closer look at that in just a moment. But third place, Michael Deitch in the 57. Tyler Bellinger in fourth spot. Zach Johnson in the fifth spot. Caleb Sheets sixth. Ted Lisby seventh. Nick Vasquez eighth. Corey Mott in the ninth spot. Tommy Carroll Jr. in the 10th spot. Jim Mott in the 11th spot. Caleb Carter in 12th. Joe Gibbons in the 13th position, Noah Hunt in 14th, Ray Gill 15th, Tyler Krozak 16th, and Vince Mitchell, also known as Rabbit.
Yeah, no, 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 no more. Vince Mitchell is not known as Rabbit. He is known as Al Borland. That's what he looks like. He looks like Al Borland from Tool Time. And I'll tell you what, he's
You're
sneaky
in your
too.
bag. You're in your bag
Yeah.
with that one.
You know, that kid last night did a hell of a job and won a race here in another division. So he knows his way around the track, and I'm surprised to see him in the back of this thing. I think he just kind of joined late, or he didn't qualify or something. Another car to look out for. He's hanging back there, I believe, keep himself out of trouble. TK starting in the rear of this thing. I'm looking for a bunch of yellow flags at the beginning of this race, and then we're going to have nice long runs.
Yep, definitely a rhythm track. A lot of these guys just going to try to survive and get into a good rhythm, save their stuff, And as you can see, lights are already starting to come on, and we should have cool track temps as the sun goes down here at Bristol. But just one more pace lap around, and we should be taking the green. 300 laps tonight. Sorry, I didn't even mention that earlier. But pace car is rolling off as we approach the start finish line. Green flag in the air, and we're off here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Great jump on the inside there by the 97 John Connor, our pole sitter. It's like already starting to try to get filed out, though. Looks like we have a battle for the second position already. 57 of Michael Deitch and Carlisle in the 81 car side by side here for second spot. That inside lane is going to prevail here early, I believe, as you see Carlisle slip in behind the 57 now. So already looking single filed about first through seventh, backing up just a bit. We do have a tight battle here for the fifth spot. Nick Vasquez, who got second place last week, looks like trying to battle his way up and around Zach Johnson, his teammate.
Now, next time we come around the track, I want you to look off the corners. There's a dark spot. As you come off the corner, you will see where all the cars have been spinning off the track towards the infield. We just passed it. When you kind of get that length, you can kind of see it. These guys are coming off the corner. They're getting really loose, and they're losing it and head right down towards that inside wall. They're doing it so much, you actually see somewhat of a groove carved into it.
We have a caution out. First caution of the night. Trying to spot what happened with that. Oh. Just, I mean, I see the commentator curse is still alive and well, because I know you mentioned TK trying to start in the back. Trying to take it easy here, but it looks like an early incident for the 48. And Jim Mott there. It was some sort of connection issue, because the replay doesn't even load in until they're like completely flipped together. So very weird incident there.
Yeah, that was just strange. It's the connections that we've already had problems with, and now this. And we already have Vince Mitchell is already out of the race. I don't think he started the race.
Someone in the Twitch chat said my pedals were not working. So maybe that was Vince. But also in the chat, Vasquez Fan 22 says, howdy from Winsboro, Texas. We've got 3 Vasquez fans under one roof tonight. Mama, stepdad, and girlfriend. Let's go 22. Aww.
It's Bobby Mom. Yeah, we will be playing at the end of stage 1. What are the Vasquez cooking tonight? We did this last week, so we're gonna find out. We were talking about how she tortured us that night with the steak, so now we kind of threw it in there. So what are the Vasquez cooking tonight? Will be done right after stage 1.
All right. Yeah, I'm down for that.
And I wish you could hear all my sound effects. I'm very upset about it.
There's a way to set it up so you can play sound effects like just through your computer, but you have to like set up a virtual audio cable and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Discord has sound effects too.
Yeah, they do, but some of them you can't play.
I got a mangina!
like that one. I had no idea what that was gonna say, and I should have known better. Should have known better.
That was old Greg. That was a throwback. Oh, green flag in the air, man! I was asleep. But great jump there by John Connor to recapture the lead there. But you see Michael Deitch already throwing that nose down to the inside, giving him a little bit of something to worry about. 11 laps into this first stage of 85 laps. Already had one caution, have a guy out into the wall. I believe that was a 4-car Caleb Carter. Just got a little bit tight up into the wall. Very easy to do.
Especially at this track.
Yep.
Cold tires, and it's a nice night race. Two things you don't want to have, especially at this track. You see the 4-car again bouncing off that wall. Vasquez in the 22 staying down low, trying to keep clear of him. You see Sheets up front battling right now with Johnson. Sheets got the position, as we see the 2 cars behind him battling. Once again, that 4-car of Carter gets way loose. And we've got another yellow flag.
Yeah, another caution. The 4-car using the wall to rotate there. Not the best idea if you want to try to keep the car clean for the remainder of the race, but we do have another caution. Looks like Ray Gill might have been involved. Also see some damage on the front of Corey Mott there. I don't know where that's from exactly. Go back and take a look. 23 in the center of your screen there was the one flagged in the live timing.
Oh, yep. I talked about earlier about how the cars get loose coming off the corners. That's why you see those black marks. And there you see it right there. If you come off the corner a little bit too shallow and your wheel is turned not towards the wall, but kind of straight, you have to be straight before you hit the gas. If you're turned at all, it just whips right around on you. And I think that's what we saw of Mr. Mott in that 54 car. I do have to admit, I do like the look of that car this week.
Yeah, we'll look at that car in just a second again here, but on board with Ray Gill. Yeah, just like the back end got a little light on him, and
all it takes.
Yep.
Luckily, he didn't hit anything, so he'll be fine. Just a bruised Diego.
Yep. Very topical issue. Obviously, got a couple guys this evening sporting the Turning Point USA car.
Yep.
You know, I got off the plane. It was a 14-hour flight, and I had a great time with it. Japan's a beautiful country. Very safe, very nice people. I got off the plane, and within 5 minutes of looking at my phone, that's the first thing I saw that happen when I landed. I was like, man, I just turn this plane around and let me stay.
Send me right back. Well, you know what? I don't know how people think about aliens and things like that, and the most compelling evidence that there is intelligent life in our universe is the fact that they haven't tried to contact us yet. They must drive by the Earth and lock their doors.
Yeah.
Where's that planet? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, despite what your political beliefs are, you know, to celebrate the death of somebody like that, you know, there's certainly a lot of people out there that I disagree with, but I mean, I would never wish an ounce of harm on them. And it's just sad times in the United States on both sides of the aisle. So
absolutely,
not much you can do about it. Yeah. So
I think some of these drivers wish harm on each other here. I mean, some of the drama we've seen this year. I don't know if I've missed anything the past several weeks, but I think these guys get pretty worked up sometimes. Yeah.
We tried to stir up some trouble, but it just
I'm talking
didn't
about in sim too. I'm not talking about real life. I'm talking about in sim.
It's actually been pretty good. You know, couple little minor things, nothing major.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we're about to go green again. I'll catch this one. Great jump on the outside. John Connor again, way out front in clean air. Carlisle will be taking second position back. Deitch sliding back to the third spot there. Backing up just a bit. 2x2 action here for the fourth spot between 45 of Zach Johnson and Caleb Sheets in that 26 car.
Got to be honest with you. I think this is a track that's going to suit Carlisle a little bit later on once that outside groove comes in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep. once you get deep into a green flag run, hoping that that we do see that. That outside lane really does come in well here. Let's see the 4 car again up into the wall.
Yeah,
Needs to
this
loosen up
track,
that car.
you know as well as I do, this track eats cars.
Yep.
Cars. And it's such a rhythm track. You have to make sure you hit your marks. And once you get into your rhythm, you get comfortable. And then you start pushing it a little bit more. And that's when your tires start going away. And just when you start to trust your tire and your skill, you come out of that corner right there, you spin the tires, and you head right towards that inside wall. Well, that's what happens to me anyways.
Yeah, and there's kind of like a weird thing that happens here too. You know, if you get tight through center, sometimes letting off the gas just gets you even more tight up into the wall. You really have to use the banking and the downforce to rotate the car. So just a couple weird things that can happen here.
And then you have the other cars to worry about. Right there, the 45 car of Johnson. He didn't have a great night last week. He got in some trouble with a lot of guys got into trouble last week, but was able to force his way through, and you know, he's still up towards the fronts in the point, so he'll be all right.
Where was it last week? Was it at the what's it called? Not Iowa. Gateway, that's right.
Yeah.
See some lap traffic already. These leaders have to navigate around. Oh, Zach Johnson getting a little bit loose there, but able to get that car settled.
Yeah, Zach, you know, we see him every week towards the front. The kid has such throttle control. If that was me, I would have lost it. That would have been it. I do not have the talent to get it back after that. And I was listening to his throttle control. It was just incredible. Heading forward right now, it's starting to catch up to Sheets. And in front of Sheets is Deitch. Deitch has been very fast the last couple of weeks. Good to see him back to form. Is now Johnson on the outside of Sheets. He's going to make this a 3-car affair. And he's going to say, hold my beer. He's going to keep it running and go on the outside of Deitch.
Oh, caution
and then we have a caution.
Things were just getting spicy there for the 3rd spot. You see Deitch having to defend 2 cars there, but we do have a caution out. And I believe it might have been a solo spin here for the 54. Oh, wait, no.
Oh,
absolutely not. Who did he run into there? Or
I don't know who that was down low, but that was a pretty significant.
I think that might have been Noah Hunt. Yeah, Pepsi
car.
So
Noah Hunt. He came down, hit the wall, bounced back up the track. There's nothing he could have done about it. He was spinning like a helicopter.
Oh yeah, he turned right. Never turn right. Man, yeah, that just shows the speed that these guys are going. I mean, he was already starting to let off the gas and comes flying across there.
And again, it was right where those spots are that I told you at the beginning of the race, where you can actually see it's dark from all the cars spinning. There it is right there. See, it looks like a groove, and it just shoots right down to the side.
Yeah, we'll go on board with Noah here. Doing pretty well here on throttle. Just
got on throttle before the wheel was straight, and that's all it takes in these cars.
Yeah, did not have the grip on the rear quite yet.
This is one of those tracks where you want to stay as low as possible, but you cannot touch that yellow line. If you touch that yellow line, chances are, you can spin out So I saw that happen to a few guys last night, and we've seen it all week long, whether it was the regular season and iRacing, whatever. Guys touch that yellow line, and man, it just cuts right around on you.
Yep, the yellow line is lava. Absolutely. Um, some notable pits or singular pit. Michael Deitch in for a pit stop there. Saw him defending the third position pretty hard there right before that caution came out. So he elected to go in and get some fresh shoes on that thing. See him there behind the 4 car. The pace car lights are off. Waiting on the restart here. Great jump on the outside yet again. Carlisle's going to do his best to try to get back that second spot, and he does there.
Wow, look at that.
Single
That
filed
22.
out. Sorry, yep, go ahead.
That 22, I think, has found that high line, or he's made the adjustments to his car where it's working for him. It's a little bit wiggly coming off the corner, but that's the difficulty here at Bristol. Those two different lines, the corners are very difficult to get off of here. If you're in that high line, you really have to be careful because you don't want to get that transition, which will make the car wiggle. You don't want to be too hard on the throttle there because it'll turn your car sideways. If you're on the lower line, you're coming out of that corner. If your wheel's not straight and you give it too much gas, it's going to whip right around. We've already seen that a couple of times tonight. Keep an eye on that 22. He's starting to get that outside line to work forward, and that's not a good sign for everybody else. Somebody who's probably taken note of that too is that Carlisle. He's watching that, and he's realizing that maybe it's time for him to move his way up.
Yep, Sheets was doing a pretty good job there, sticking with Nick, but eventually giving up the spot, the 4th spot there. Scooting just ahead here, you see Zach Johnson getting tighter to the bumper of that 81 there, and they're not far off from our leader John Connor, still very much in striking distance as we have another caution out again here on lap 42, just about halfway through our first stage.
Who did I jinx?
See 4-car Caleb Carter, who we saw that the car 4-car was having a lot of trouble staying out of the wall, and there he just gets loose in front of Tyler Bellinger.
Like I said, right, just what I described. You get on the gas too early when that wheel's not straight, and that's what happens. Ugh, tough break for the 4-car.
And hopefully
I'll tell you,
Tyler isn't too damaged from that, but very unlucky spot for him. He had nowhere to go there, just had a car looped out in front of him.
Well, one thing I think we should do, since we have everybody running pretty well together, we should go to this restart and do a crank it up. That way the fans can really hear and feel what it sounds like. So if you're at home and you have surround sound, turn this up. It sounds pretty cool.
Yep, and we do see Tyler come down pit lane here. Might have just a bit of damage on the front end of that car, but
he had no time to react to the 4-car spinning. He was so close to his back bumper, it just he had nowhere to go. Maybe he even had something to do with it. If he was close enough, do you think that took enough of that air off the rear spoiler to make it even worse?
I think 4-car was already on his way around. Don't think Bellinger had much to do that with that. But what do we got next? Next week is what, Loudon, New Hampshire, right?
Loudon, New Hampshire, up my way.
Here's a hot take. I like driving New Hampshire better than Bristol.
For me, it's Bristol.
I said it was a hot take. Like, as a driver, I would rather drive at New Hampshire. I don't know why. It's just So for me, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just cannot master New Hampshire.
Yeah,
Just cannot do it. But we're about ready to go green, so let's do that. Crank it up.
sure. Coming out of the crank it up, looks like we had a car spun around there on the high side. We'll go back and take a look there. Oof.
Oh, it's the
Oh, yeah.
one of Jim Mott comes off the wall and
Collects the
collects the
four.
four car, who hasn't needed any help to go around tonight.
Mm.
Oh, man.
The 23 catches a piece there. Right at the end.
Man, tough break for those guys. Guys running some pretty fast times tonight. And I noticed the track temperature is cooling off pretty rapidly.
Yeah, I would tell you the track temp, but some reason
I had 85. Is that what I'm saying? Is that what I saw? I can't tell. If I get this right, it'll be amazing. Huh. Yeah. So now that you're back from your trip, is there anything that you already miss?
uh yeah. Um yeah, there's a lot. But I mean, honestly, the nicest thing was that just the quality of food you got for the price. Like the dollar is really strong there, but the food's also like all really high quality, so you could buy like a pretty affordable meal and it not be fast food, you know.
Oh, nice. too far of a plane ride for me. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it definitely it was a tough ride, but
Whoa!
totally worth it.
We have problems right off the beginning. Connor kind of checked up the field there and caused a little chaos behind him.
Yeah, I think there was enough of a disturbance up there to allow Carlisle there to take the lead, and you see a lot of the cars are stacked up behind him now. Oh, we have a car around. Caleb
Oh,
Sheets completely spun around there. Don't think he actually collected anyone. So definitely most of the field got away with that one. But caution is out again. That was a very strange restart. We'll go back and take a look. Might even had like a desync or someone popped out there for a second.
I don't know.
See him rolling here to the restart zone. The 97 up top is the leader, so yeah, you see John Connor's car blink out there for a second. But oh, then he gets very loose there on the backstretch and he saves it down the track. Carlisle able to work his way around John Connor and take the lead there, and Connor's still fighting that car here next couple of turns, but obviously that's when the caution came out. As for the
Great
caution
job by
here,
all of those guys. Great job by all of those guys for not causing a bigger wreck than what happened.
yeah, absolutely. See the 26 there in the center of your screen. Caleb Sheets just gets the car going around and gets a little bit of help there at the end, but definitely was already heading towards the wall. Honestly, I think whoever nudged him there and spun his momentum completely around saved him from slamming into the wall head first.
Yeah, I think that was the 8 car of Gibbons.
Saw a report here for incident for Tommy Carroll. He just blinked out there. You know, I've noticed a lot of those blinks happening since the update. I ran a race earlier and was seeing a lot of network issues, so definitely some lingering network interruptions from the update, but hopefully they can get that ironed out here.
I will agree with that. This happens every update, it seems, and been getting worse and worse. Frankly, you know, I don't. Little, you know, little disappointed in iRacing.
All right.
And I really hope you heard my sound effects on that one.
I didn't hear it. No, sorry.
Oh, great. Well, just about 20 laps, a little over 23 laps, and we're going to find out what the Vasquez cooked up for dinner tonight. They better have it ready. Mama Vasquez, you better be ready at home. Full details.
They did type it in the chat, so I did see it, but I'll quiz you. I'll let you guess.
Oh, I haven't checked the chat yet, so.
I was able to make my screen a little bit bigger, so I don't know if that helped at all, but that's I don't have any more space to increase the preview size.
I'm fine right where it is. That'll work. Thank you.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so after that quick restart there, Carlisle did take the lead, electing to start on the outside lane here. And great jump for the 81 there, out in front of this thing. He saw him in second spot for the first half of this first stage here, and now he's leading the race. 64 laps into this 85 lap first stage, and they are 2 by 2 behind him. See Zach Johnson working that outside lane, a lot of momentum, a lot of speed there, alongside our leader, actually taking the lead through turns 1 and 2, and he's going to be our new leader here, coming to lap 66.
Mr. Consistency. Mr. Mr. Consistency, Zach Johnson. Out front early in this thing. Let's see how he can do. I know he's going to want a little bit of a green flag run here. He'd love to get those bonus points for the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a quick peek back here. You see Bellinger and the 44 car. Ted Lisby are running side by side there for just a second. Looks like Bellinger's going to be able to clear the 44 there. Now have another couple of other cars back there side by side, but up towards the front. John Connor looking underneath the 81 trying to ride that middle lane.
Starting to see that middle lane and even a little bit further. We're starting to get darker. You know, we've got Vasquez behind him, so that's going to help a little bit too. Vasquez has the... Oh, no, look at that. Wow, that could have been bad.
Yep.
That could have been bad. Connor broke loose there, and now he blinked out. And, you know, even on that one, Vasquez kind of touched the wall too, so that could have been real bad. If you listen to the rhythm, Vasquez has his foot in a rhythm. You can just hear it. He's not changing up. It's just the same rhythm, same lift point, same everything.
Yep, and getting into the rhythm definitely is it's a lot easier to do when you have clean air, like our leader currently does, Zach Johnson. But when you have a couple cars in front of you battling, or you know you have to adjust for traffic, definitely be easy to fall out of that. As you see John Connor work his way around the 81. Now Vasquez trying to get to his outside door as well.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but if you watch the lights on his dash... Oh, caution out again. If you were watching the lights on his dashboard, they were going up very slowly, and then they were retracting. They were going up very slowly, and then they were slowly retracting. He wasn't letting his foot off the gas too fast, and he wasn't getting into it too fast. Just perfect timing in and off the corners. The 4-car struggling with this handling, and again, just that time he just got high up into the marbles, I think, on the exit.
Yeah, luckily no one else was collected there, but 4-car definitely having a rough night as of yet. But 75 now, 76 laps into our first stage here. 9 laps left, so really quick little shootout here until the end of the stage. See if John Connor, who did have a little bit of a slip, a little bit of a moment there, causing him to fall back. Now back up to second spot. He's gonna try to steal this first spot back from Johnson here. And I did mention earlier we were going to take a look at the 81's new paint scheme. See the mailbox car of Stephen Carlisle. I think it's pretty good looking. I like it.
Yeah, how about the 48 car of TK? I know he's out of the race. I didn't see what he was running for a paint scheme tonight.
Yeah, he's gone. We'll never know.
I know last week he had the Taylor Swift.
Oh, really?
And that's what I thought of that. So yeah, that was not good. But hopefully this week it was better. I really wish my sound machine was working. I'm having a good time back here. Oh, boy. Oh, Johnson out front, something we don't usually see, especially early in a run. You know, everybody says that when the playoffs come, the playoffs are different. He's definitely one of the favorites to win this thing. And right now, he's going to be able to lead the way. Notice he picked the high side again. Connor on the inside. And Bellinger, we haven't really talked about him much tonight. He's usually pretty quick. There they are, and what a great jump right there by Johnson. Johnson had his wheel, had his wheel completely straight and was able to get on the pedal fast. But here comes Connor in that 97 already, right up to the rear bumper of the 45. Close, but no contact there. Now the 22 of Vasquez joins the party, and he's going to look a little bit towards that higher line. I don't know if clean air on the front of this thing we know works, but it's almost like having half a nose up there even helps. Now you're seeing Connor taking a peek on the higher side. And behind all this action is Carlisle just smelling the blood in the water. And just to tag along is Ballinger in that 5th spot. Going back further the field, you have the 57 of Deitch in 6, Carroll, Gibbons, Gill, and Lisby in the 44 car up to the 10th spot right now. Sheets, I'm surprised. Sheets had a little bit of problems earlier. But, this is a track that Sheet has done very well at. So kind of surprised to see him at the back of this thing. Or do you think he's just playing it safe?
Yeah, I think I remember 26 had that spin around there a couple of cautions earlier, so probably just trying to get back into a good rhythm here. And we are on the white flag lap. Sorry, 2 laps left here for this first stage. See Bellinger get a little bit squirrely there on the exit. He's going to stall out. So just top 2 drivers here battling for the stage win.
Bellinger able to get around Vasquez. Ballinger get around both those cars.
Yes, he did, and it looks like Zach Johnson will be our stage winner. Bellinger going to come across P3, actually making some good moves there right at the end of the stage. But if that shows anything, Johnson was able to successfully defend from Connor there, so kind of gives you a good indication of what maybe late race would look like if we see these 2 out front. Pretty difficult to pass if the guy in front of you is really able to take away that clean air and take the preferred lines here. But definitely we'll probably see those 2 battling future further down in this race. You'll see a lot of them come down pit lane. Caleb Sheets electing to stay out. Looks like he pitted lap 76. So
maybe that's why he was towards the back. Figured he was going to jump the start and get out front. So figured there was a reason why he was towards the back. Maybe just shorting the stage. Why not?
Yep. After after he had that spin, I think he just decided to cut his loss and go down pit lane, get tires, and now he's going to be starting out front here for second stage. One second, I'm going to take off my sweatshirt.
This past weekend, I was up at Star Speedway in Epping, New Hampshire. We had the 60th Fall Classic. Midgets. We ran my buddy Kyle Valeri, came in 4th place running the midgets. And NASCAR Modified Series champion John McKennedy. He was also there racing this weekend, and he won his Modified Series race. And we also had the Super Modifieds up there as well, and that was an insane trip. And I'm trying to think of who won that one. I think it was Jeffrey Battles won that one. So incredible tight racing. If you've never seen a Super Modified, go to YouTube, look up Star Classic 2025, and you will see what a Super Modified is. And they are the fastest cars other than Indy cars, I believe. Super Modifieds have been banned from New Hampshire Motor Speedway and a few others for just being too fast. They run big blocks. So just think of that. Big blocks with methanol injection. So
Ugh.
gotta love it. Yeah, check him out. Out front, Sheets Ballinger getting ready to take the green flag here. Pace car comes in, waiting for the restart zone right there. And right off the bat, Sheets gets a great jump on that top line. Carlisle's going to come with him on the outside, and they're going to be able to clear Ballinger. It's going to be Sheets, Carlisle, Ballinger headed down into turn 4 right now. And it looks like Sheets is trying to come back a little bit on that. Not Sheets, excuse me. I think that's Deitch. The
57
Oh,
Deitch,
it's
yeah.
Carroll. It's Carroll in the 56 car on the outside of the 57 car. So they're battling right now. That higher line definitely starting to come in a little bit more. That's where the momentum is. But down low is probably where more of the grip is at this point. And as this track cools off, I think you're going to gain a little bit more grip, and that groove is going to move up a little bit. A little more grip, a little more horsepower with that cooler air. Look for the times to start speeding up. But right now, Sheets is trying to get away from Carlisle, but Carlisle's staying with him. And Ballinger is taking a looky-poo on the outside on Carlisle. He's going to get it done.
Yeah, Bellinger doing a great job at the end of that first stage, and now to start this second stage, driving around the outside of Carlisle. He is now solidly in position 2. And he's going to drive to the back bumper of Sheets here to contend for the lead here, putting down some great lap times.
And I just realized I forgot to reveal what the Vasquez made for dinner. But what we're going to do is the next caution, I'm going to read it off. Oof, these guys are starting to get squirrely towards the back there. You see one car up a little bit high. Ballinger making a move for the lead right now on Sheets. Ballinger came here to play. No! Oh, man. You know what? Tell me that wasn't the announcer's curse right there.
I literally switched to his in-car, and then he went around like...
Oh. Man, it's all right. He came in and he did hit the inside wall, but it looked like he hit it on the door, so I think he's going to be okay. He's going to lose some positions, but I think he's going to have plenty of time to get his rhythm back, and that's what we're going to have to watch. We'll see if he really starts losing time, then we'll know that he has some serious damage. But right now, Sheets out front, and Sheets is, I'm sure, is a little sigh of relief right there. I mean... Think about the guy that's been coming for him and just lost it. So now he's got almost a half a second lead on Carlisle. And,
Yeah,
and Carlisle, the guy who loves the outside, got passed on the outside.
Yeah, I was just going to say Bellinger definitely was starting to stock Sheets there. Was getting tighter and tighter to his bumper before he had his little spill. A lot of cars stacked up back here. Michael Deitch causing a little bit of a traffic jam. See Johnson work his way up and around 97 of John Connor.
Oh man, getting close right there. Ooh, Johnson getting on the backside, and look at that right
Johnson
there. He
up
goes
into the wall.
high. I don't know if he had help. He was just about to say he was in a little bit of a battle with the car in front of him. And then next thing you know, he goes up front. And that's two cars that I was talking about that had issues. So I am not going to talk about anybody else.
I see John Connor trying to get
Whoa!
down and around. We have a car around back further though.
Yeah, that was Deitch. Oh!
And Tyler Bellinger comes around and
no!
wallops the side of the 57 of Michael Deitch.
That's the problem here at Bristol. Bristol is self-cleaning. When you spin, you go to the bottom of the track. and Ballinger came around the corner in the line, had no idea.
Ooh.
It looks like Vasquez kind of helped him around there.
Do you want this?
I don't know, bud. Whew. Well, let's just talk about what the Vasquez is eating. Ooh, spaghetti al dente with red feta and tomato basil, essentially, and a whisper of parmesan. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm sure they had nice Dunkin' bread for that too. Oh, that sounds good. But I don't know what to say about what just happened there. I don't know if he came down a little bit, maybe. I don't know. That's the only thing I could see other than what I don't want to say happened.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, Vasquez was carrying a lot more speed through there than Deitch had on exit. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think it was intentional. It's just it can be hard to judge there when you're running different lines, different speeds, different momentums through there.
it is Bristol too, and I mean, we talk about momentum, and if you're tight, it looked like the car was they were definitely running two different lines. Maybe Vasquez thought he was going to go a little bit higher. I don't know. It's easy to be a couch quarterback.
But definitely a real tough break there for Bellinger. Probably the car that sustained the most damage under that caution there.
Saw an incident like very similar to that last night, and man, that car got all that front end damage. Just a tough break. Is he able to make it out on the track, or is he still in there? It looks like he's still in the pits.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's going to go multiple laps down as you see Sheets leading the field off the corner, and he's going to get another great start, and that's going to bring Carlisle with him. Deitch is trying to fight back on the bottom line, and look at the speed he carried down low. Connors, excuse me, looked like he got shot out of a cannon right there. And again, he's just going to carry that momentum off that bottom line, and he's going to take the lead. Wow.
Yeah. It looks like Sheets went up top initially to try to block any runs to the outside, but John Connor just sent it down low and kind of caught Sheets. Surprise Sheets there. Yeah.
He surprised all of us with that run on that bottom line. Now you're seeing Carlisle and that 81 car taking a look up top. Not going to happen on this side. Maybe in a lap or two, he's still not there, still clear. Sheets has no problems at this time. Sheets is getting into his rhythm. Kind of that time he blocked a little bit, went up just a hair. He's running very consistent. And Carlisle not being able to run high tells me that outside line just hasn't come in yet. Now you got the 22 of Vasquez. He's coming up into the picture. Now this has become a battle for fourth.
Yeah, definitely more time needs to pass under green for that outside line to really be viable.
Yeah.
But, hopefully we'll see a little bit of that in our third stage. 33 laps into our second stage now of 85 laps here.
And look at our top five right now, just stacked with top. There's a lot of talent in that top group right there. I mean, I don't even know where to put a line on. It just faster cars are starting to come forward right now, and you see Johnson getting around Carlisle.
Yep, actually, it looks like Vasquez and Johnson got around or went underneath Carlisle there. So Carlisle losing 2 spots in a matter of a corner or so.
He was way up high. He must have had some type of issue, and those guys were able to capitalize on it. Now out front, Connors is just over a half a second on Sheets. Those guys have clean air in front of them, and they're not too disappointed in that. But now Vasquez gets around Johnson. Yeah, they're still battling, but it looks like there it is right there. Vasquez now has command of that position, and he's going to fly after Sheets.
Yeah, it looks like he made the power move to the outside there to get around Johnson. So Vasquez up 5 spots in total to take the 3rd spot. We'll go on board with our leader, John Connor, here to see exactly what he's doing to turn these laps the way he is. See him keeping it in 5th gear.
You also have some Gibbons fans in there from Wichita, Kansas. Isn't that where Dorothy is from?
Kansas. I don't know if it's Wichita, but
Connor getting a little wiggle off that corner.
yeah, just a little bit there.
Now, I'm sure that they can do a ton of laps with a tank full of fuel here. But how many laps are you actually going to be able to do on tires?
I don't know. I mean, definitely don't have the same scenario that we saw last weekend with these cars. iRacing tires are definitely more forgiving. So, I mean, if you take care of your stuff, especially with the cooler temperatures, you're not sliding around nearly as much. You can really stretch these tires pretty long. But something that these guys will be thinking about as we approach the end of the 2nd stage. About a little bit past halfway now. So good green flag run here. Hopefully didn't just jinx it. But John Connor, current leader, still about a 6/10 lead over Sheets. Saw him get around Sheets earlier, but Sheets has done well to kind of maintain that gap. Hasn't grown too much. Behind Sheets, Zach Johnson actually looks like he got back around Vasquez. We saw Vasquez do that power move around the 45 a minute ago, but since then it looks like Johnson has been able to recapture 3rd spot.
I wonder if Vasquez had a moment.
Yeah, let's see.
Because Johnson was kind of far behind him.
So this was the pass by the 45 for P3 a second ago. Yeah, yep. You're exactly right. Vasquez got a little bit loose, tagged the wall just enough to stall his momentum, allowing Johnson to pass down below.
Lisby right there, running very well tonight in the 44 car. How's that nice gray? Love that gray. 56 of Carroll. There's Sheets now getting around Gibbons.
Yeah, got a couple back markers here.
Well, I wouldn't call him back markers. He just lapped 8th spot. Man, can you imagine getting the field? Oh, man. Holy cow. Wow. I've seen it happen before. You know, you've seen somebody catch the field, you know, in the middle of doing pit stops. He was the last one to pit. There was a yellow flag, and he actually had the field trapped a lap down. I know I've blown an 8-second lead before. Yeah. well, that's why I do this and I'm not on the track tonight. However, I was thinking about bringing out a new car to race one more time this year. We'll see what happens.
Where would you drive?
I'm not quite sure yet. I'm still thinking about it. Gotta take a look at the schedule, see where we're gonna be. Caleb Sheets right there, the Rizmeister. Look at him. Look at that handsome fella.
Nice
Selling his way.
royal blue suit jacket there.
That's royalty right there, especially with a smile like that. And right now, he's driving like he's on a magic carpet or something because he's starting to catch up to Connors.
Yeah, you saw Connors have to kind of adjust his line to get around Jim Mott there. That allows the 26 to reel him in just a bit. But now that lead is about 2/10. See if John Connor can increase that lead again. We have another car, 56, almost causing a little bit of an issue there for our leader, though they're able to work it out.
Around. Yeah, that was a close call right there. Looked like Connors may have had an issue. And when you bounce off the wall here, it pushes you downwards. Like I said, you see Jim Mott that time. Now, the reason why Jim Mott stayed up top is because when he hit the wall, he turned to the right. He kept his car up at the wall because usually what happens is it bounces you and pushes you right down the track. A lot of banking here, even on the straightaways. It's a self-cleaning track. Everything rolls down. Another car there bouncing off the wall. Not sure who that was. That blue and white car. What color? Was that the 23? Of Ray Gill?
23 Ray Gill, yeah. Oh, we have a slow car rolling there, 57 of Michael Deitch. Not sure exactly.
Problem is this track is so small. Somebody can go up, hit the wall, cause damage, and you'll never even know it. Out front, Connor, that 97, starting to pull out a little bit more from Sheets now, extending that lead. And both these cars have about 2.5 seconds over Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, really what we're looking at here is probably one of these guys are going to be the winner of this race. We only have 6 cars on the lead lap now, so I mean we're finishing up this second stage here. John Connor, Caleb Sheets has shown a lot of promise, a lot of speed here on this longer green flag run. See Connor blink out there for a second, but as long as these guys can keep themselves pointed straight and not have any issues with the traffic, I believe one of these two are probably going to be the ones that win. What do you think?
I mean, definitely.
If you're on the lead, into the walls,
if you're on the lead lap right now, you have a great chance of winning this race. And you know, all it's going to take is a caution, and we're pretty close to one right now. You see the 57 of Deitch, he's having issues. He's going to come down to the pit lane.
Yeah, he smacked the wall pretty hard there. I think he might have broke something in that front end.
Right now, Sheets is starting to collect Connor just a little bit. See another lap car of Gibbons going way up high, almost into the wall, as he does bounce off the wall there to stay clear of these two guys coming through. Sheets now right up to the rear bumper of Connor. They're getting even closer as we go into the corner, less than a tenth of a second, and Sheets is going to make a move on the outside.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was close, man. See, that's a dangerous area. If you can pinch that car down low, they can't get back on the throttle. Yep. And that's what it looked like just happened. And Sheets getting the momentum of that higher line. He's able to pull away a little bit. Yeah. And Connor just, once you're on that low line, coming out of that corner, you just can't get on the throttle until your steering wheel is straight. Sheets with that momentum on the outside, able to drive right around him. And now he's pulling away for almost a half-second gap.
Yeah, I think Connor's car is starting to not handle the best. You saw him have a couple of slides early in the race, and then there, as Sheets was working his way around him, he did not like the handling of that car on exit. See another car rolling slowly there on the apron. Believe he's able to keep it down there just okay. So we'll stay green here. 75 out of 85 laps in the second stage are done. But yeah, Sheets almost to about a second lead over Connor. So
Sheets' car is working very well, and his momentum is perfect. But right now, Johnson's got nothing to lose by staying where he is. He's going to get bonus points, and he's got a nice lead over the guy behind him, and he's still keeping the car in front of him in sight. So he has nice, clean air. His car's working well. He's just riding along for a while. Carlisle and Vasquez are kind of doing the same. The gap is a little bit closer between Carlisle and Vasquez, but the battle there isn't too bad right now. Going further through the field, Jim Mott is 23 laps down. We saw him hit the wall earlier, not sure what happened. He just hasn't been able to recover from that. And then we saw Deitch have his issues. He's down now 30 laps. Already Ballinger is out of the race after that real hard impact on that spin we saw earlier. Corey Mott was hurt earlier, and he's just been in the pits. I believe that he's probably going to be out of this race shortly. Cotter, again, he had multiple issues. I don't know if he showed up with the wrong setup or not, but he was having troubles real early. Hey, it's easy to do. I've
yeah,
done that
I've
multiple
done it.
times. Or you forget to change it from your qualifying run to
Oh,
your,
that's the worst. Yeah.
I've done that too. So, just hasn't worked. The 35 of Hunt. Thank God this is iRacing because he had a real hard impact early in this race. TK, I don't know what's up with him. He must have got scared after,
He was
having to
he.
have to
I think.
run that paint scheme from last week. He got a little scared and ran out of here. And Vince Mitchell, I think he was just hung over after celebrating his dominant win last night. And that brings us back to the front of the field of Caleb Sheets, who's now 2.7 seconds over second place. But guess what? Johnson has caught Connors. Now, I'm wondering if Connor had an issue or if he drove around him on the outside. And we know Connor's been struggling, but he lost a lot of time quickly
Yeah.
to Johnson.
Yeah. I think
Johnson.
there's something very wrong with the 97 car because he definitely is falling back quite a bit. He seems super tight through center there. We do have, I believe we're going to have the stage caution come out here. Should be this time by. Yep. There's the caution. So very, very well-timed caution for the 97. Definitely going to need to make some adjustments to that car. Wondering if there's damage to the front right side. You see the splitter kind of stepped up a little bit.
He is. Yep, he does. But I'll tell you what, Sheets is lucky that stage came out because Johnson was catching him a wigwag and a teepee every single lap.
Mm.
Do you understand what I said by that joke?
No, but does it mean like a lot?
2/10.
Oh, okay.
He was getting 2/10 a lap, a wigwag and a teepee. You get 2/10.
Oh,
Wow, 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 wow. All right. Back to
my brain's
serious
working
business.
at like 10% ability right now.
Yeah, you too. What were you drinking over there?
Oh, I mean the Asakura super dry draft beer in the chilled glasses, and then sake.
Yeah. I love a good sake. A good sake. And we when I was in Alaska, we were on a hike and we were up by one of the glaciers, Mendenhoff glaciers, and well, it's a little bit cooler. And I just had like a hoodie sweatshirt on and I had a little bit of chill, and a guy Said, "Here, take a little shot of this," and it was a little bit of sake, and man, it warmed me up real nice. I absolutely loved
It
it.
goes down easy, man. It's like it's not a tough drink to sip on, but it
Nope,
definitely
it's
sneaks up
not.
on you.
Yeah, keeps it nice and warm. And you're supposed to drink it warm, apparently, aren't you? I believe.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
They basically told us during the winter time they drink it hot, drink it warm, and then summertime they'll drink it cold. But a couple interesting strategy calls there. You see John Connor stay out. Um, did he stay out?
No,
Nah, he pitted lap
no, I
172.
saw him come in the pits. I watched him come in the pits.
But sheets dropped way back. Wonder wonder what happened there.
Maybe he just missed his pit box.
Yeah, I don't know. Strange. All right. Well, I guess John Connor didn't have any damage to get fixed too, because he was able to hold
His
on to the
tires.
lead.
Oh,
Green flag in the air for a third and final stage. A little bit less than 150 laps for these drivers to navigate around. 2x2 for the second spot. See Carlisle back up, trying to contest for a podium position. Zach
look at
Johnson
that.
to his outside, but the inside lane seems to be the preferred line early on these restarts. He's going to
Just
claim
until those
second
tires,
spot.
yeah. Just until the tires warm up, it seems that
Yep.
inside line is the way to go. And we've discussed it many a times that with these cars and these tires, it takes about 4 or 5 laps for the heat to really get into them. It's a hard compound. And once again, you're seeing Connor with that glitch, and every week it seems to be somebody else.
Yep. Despite the quick pop out there, he did run the fastest lap of the race, 14.66 that time by. So
Yeah,
really,
that cooler air, cooler track. Cars start getting faster.
yep. And any damage I thought he might have that's causing that car to not drive correctly. Obviously, still a lot of speed in there. Don't know if he got any damage fixed or if it was just like a quick 10-second thing or what, but
Oh, ooh,
we'll see if he can keep the pace up over the long run here. Maybe he just pushed the car too hard last run. So
yeah.
maybe he'll learn from that and see if he can stretch it out.
Didn't look like it.
Yep, you saw him, saw him get up into the wall there last lap. So still pushing the car very hard.
Ooh, man, that's some scary business.
Go on board with Stephen Carlisle here.
VeggieEasy.org. Ethics Racing Team. If you don't know anything about Mr. Carlisle, he is a animal rights activist, but he's not one of those crazy ones that, block shipping lanes or anything like that. He's down to earth,
That would
and
be a pirate.
yeah, well, we've seen that too, but we like to kid him. But he's a good guy, good man, and support your local animal shelters. Look into adoption. I'm not saying, some people think if you buy a purebred dog, you're evil. No, it's not. Rescue isn't for everybody, just like anything else. So, just think about that and check out veganeasy.org. I always give Stevie a good plug. However,
Yeah.
I'm not looking at veganeasy.org when I think about what the Vasquez is putting for dinner tonight. That sounds good.
While we have a little reprieve here, I'll go ahead and read his quick announcement. Stephen Carlisle says, Ethics Racing Team has acquired a new sponsor, for the remainder of the 2025 season. Joining as an associate and primary sponsor for select races is Mailbox, mailbox.org. More than just another email provider, Mailbox offers a full web-based suite of tools, including cloud storage, video conferencing, and office tools powering the communications within ethics racing. We are proud and excited to start our partnership with Mailbox, a company that prioritizes privacy and security, along with operating their infrastructure with 100% renewable energy. Mailbox.org.
There you go.
That's that. All right. Well, looks like Johnson's actually trying to get a better look of that Mailbox car as he inches his way ever so closer to the 81 car of Carlisle. Poking that nose along the inside, just showing him a little bit of something to think about here. You see Carlisle get a little bit tight up in the wall. We have a car around. Jim Mott sliding into the inside wall there, still green. I think he was able to keep it down on the apron. So just getting rolling. And he's back on the racing surface. So we're still green here.
And I believe that he is where is it? Hang on, let me see. Okay. All right. I believe Ryan Taft must be away because iRacing is doing the yellow flags, I believe.
Yeah, I think definitely would have been a caution if Taft was here.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better to be a little cautious,
yeah.
Cautions breed cautions, and so don't slow cars on the track that just hit the wall that the yellow flag didn't come out for. You see the 22 car wiggled just a little bit there in front of Carlisle.
Yep, looks
Carlisle
like
kind of backs off a little bit, maybe taking another run at it.
Yeah, it looks like Johnson, Sheets, and Vasquez able to work their way underneath the 81 of Carlisle there. So some good early run pace for the 81, though he's starting to fall back just a bit there. John Connor still out front with about a second lead over Johnson. There is some lap traffic here that Johnson will have to work around.
I kind of feel bad for John Connor in a way, and I'll tell you why. I can guarantee that poor kid hears more Terminator jokes from old men like me than anything. Because most people, the younger crowd doesn't even remember the movie. But, for guys like me, that's, a big thing. So I bet you he hears that all the time, poor kid.
Get to the chopper.
John Connor. Yeah, I know. It's, I grew up with one of those names. I'm named after one of the most famous New York Yankees in history. And I live in New England, where close to Boston, so it's a curse.
Yeah, my name, supposedly there was an author with the name Tom Wolfe or Thomas Wolfe, and
yep.
Normally if any person born from 1980 and before comes up to me, they'll always say, oh, like the author.
Well, I think it turned out to be a serial killer or something too.
I never heard that, Bill. I've never heard that.
I'll be honest with you. I've only dealt with one serial killer in my entire life, and folks, I tell you, he was a demon. Google search this name: Hayden Clark, serial killer, Maryland. You want to see creepy? Yeah, look that up. That's the only serial killer I've ever had to deal with that I know of.
Oh,
in my life.
Your last job. That makes sense. I
In
was
my
wondering
last
what you were
job,
talking about. Yeah. I thought you meant you got captured and you had to shoot your way out the door or something.
No, I've never escaped from prison. I actually, you know what's funny? Is,
Well, you
they
did
have a
because you're
scale.
retired, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I escaped alive, but they have a list of time as how many years you've worked as an officer, and
Uh,
how many years it turns out to be in prison. And with all the years that I served, turned out to be about a 9-year prison bid. So
man.
I just did it in the installment plan. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Did you have to eat the
back
prison
to the
food
race.
when you were? Sorry.
Um, uh, yeah, the first jail I worked at is a little place on Cape Cod, and it's where they used to hide a lot of infamous uh, prisoners,
Mm,
and one of which was the character from the movie Blow. I don't know if you ever saw that movie Blow. Can't remember the guy's name, but he was actually hidden at our jail. We hid a lot of big mafia guys at our jail and
mm,
stuff like that,
yeah.
and so because we were on Cape Cod, we grew a lot of our own stuff at our farm that we had, and we had a lot of things donated. So believe it or not, those inmates used to eat really good. Then we moved over into the new facility. We became state, and that's when the you know what hit the fan,
Yeah.
and that's when the food just became unedible. And I never ate in that place ever again. The food was so bad, like just the smell of it in the chow hall, you couldn't even eat. It was
Mm.
bad. Even if you brought your own food in there, it was horrible. It was horrible. But back to the fun.
Yeah.
How did we start talking about prison? Oh boy. Oh, but 97 Connor starting to pull away 3/4 of a second over the 45 of Johnson. And behind him, Sheets is catching up. Now, Sheets we saw was further back. And of course, he came right around everybody without any issues. And now he's starting to gather in Johnson. So look forward to Sheets being able to get around the 45. I think the 45 car is just very content where he is. He's just holding back a little bit, and he's waiting for the later stages of this race before that 45 is going to come along. Won't be surprised if he comes home with the victory tonight in that 45. If it's not the 97, it's going to be the 45. That's my picks for tonight. That's my pick for tonight. And if
Hon-
you think about it, that's putting myself out there because you got Sheet and Vasquez right behind him, and then you got Carlisle, and look how fast Lisby's been. So, it's I'm putting myself out there on that prediction right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Johnson get another second place finish, so kind of hoping that happens.
Wow. Wow. Just
Oh, I mean, just for the spectacle. I mean, how many second place finishes does he?
I want to
Yeah.
see him be number one. The guy has if we were running the old NASCAR point system, Zach Johnson would be already clinching the championship. Absolutely the most consistent guy out there. And if he gets a stage win tonight, he's locked into the next. Well, he's locked in pretty much by points, anyways, to the next series. So, I mean, I'm telling you, that 45 car is definitely what you have to have him in your top three for winning the championship.
This would be Johnson's sixth second place finish.
And he has 2 or 3 wins,
Yep. Uh,
and he has a bunch of third place finishes.
he has 3 wins, 5 runner-up finishes, 4 third place finishes.
He has 12 podiums this year. Talk about consistent. I don't think anybody else comes close to that.
Oh, Bill, you got a question. Someone says, "Hey, Bill, how tall is Zach?"
Zach is so tall. His pronouns are he, fi, fo, fum. He is huge. He is, I know. Talked about it before. That's
Now I
what.
see Vasquez here. When did Vasquez go down a lap? Don't. Oh, you know what? He just pitted. I think in the midst of our jail talk, he snuck in on pit lane lap 220. Vasquez went in, so he has fresh shoes on that 22 car, and he's driving around our leader now.
Yeah, but you know what? I think something happened because I don't know if he would have taken the gamble of. Wow, now he's down 2. Wow, this is an interesting
He's down
play
46
by that
seconds total.
22.
46 seconds from our leader.
Wow, that is an interesting play. If we have a yellow, he's going to be 1 lap down with fresh tires. And wow, that's an interesting play. I don't know if something happened or if this is pure strategic. We'll see.
We'll keep an eye on the gap there. Now already 45 seconds. Last lap. Let's see. We'll check the lap time here. Last lap, Vasquez. Excuse me, sorry. Last lap, Vasquez ran a 15.39, and our leader ran a 15.6, so only 0.3 difference.
Wow. Whoa, look at did you see Sheets go around Johnson just then?
I totally missed. I was looking at the live timing. I can go back and
he went around him like he was standing still. But I don't know if this is the time.
Yep, good power move to the outside there. We saw Sheets on the rear bumper of the 45 for several laps, so finally able to make that pass there for the second spot. So Johnson second, 6-second spot finish at risk.
Wow, man. I'm starting to look back just a little bit further to see. There's now 5 cars. Wow.
Yep, just 5 cars on the lead lap. Just keeping an eye on Vasquez times. His gap is still 44 seconds, so
I don't think I'm wondering if something happened and I'm wondering if something happened. I'm certainly not going to go ask him.
Yeah, we'll go take a look. See the 22. I think he just turns off. I don't see any damage or so I definitely, I mean, if we think about it, so if he's able to at least get 1 lap back and be 1 lap down, he gets lucky dog. He has fresher tires in most of the field.
I think everybody's going to make at least 1 more pit stop anyways. So if he can, if he went down 3 laps and he's coming flying now, everybody's going to make, I think everybody's going to come in 1 more time. He's going to be able to get right up there and I think be up a lap if everybody has to come and pit. This could be one of the greatest strategic plays I've ever seen in my life. We're starting to see the guys further in the pack starting to come in the pits. Lisby is the last lap, and Lisby just went down a lap. So 4 cars on the lead lap right now. Carlisle is the next one down.
Yeah, I'm wondering if these leaders can make it on fuel though. We do have TK in the Twitch chat. He was the one that asked about Zach's height. But Tyler, do you know what the fuel window is? I was thinking easily over 100 laps, probably.
Probably is, but the tires, I think there's no way you can go. When was the last time these guys pitted?
So our leader John Connor last pit lap 172.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that's something I couldn't do, but I'll tell you what, Lisby being a lap down kind of hurts Vasquez pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, as you were reading that off, definitely registered to me. That makes Vasquez's strategy a little bit less effective, but it's really just going to come down to what these leaders decide to do. You see the 81 there, Carlisle, getting lapped. So now we just have 3 cars on the lead lap as Johnson works his way around Carlisle too.
Yep. Carlisle now a lap down. Oh my God.
Ooh, and Connor getting loose there. Sheets back up to the front and contesting for the lead in a major way here. Seeing Sheets really fast, late run speed earlier in the race, and he's we saw Connor kind of fade as the run went on longer there. So kind of seeing a similar breakdown here, but 45 laps left now.
I have never seen anything like this. I mean, only 3 cars on the lead lap. That's your race right there. That's the entire.
Yeah.
That's it. Those 3 cars. This is just an unbelievable race. I said earlier, I think that we're going to see a bunch of green flags, yellow flags early, and then we're going to have long stretches. And for the most part, time this year, I was right. Whoa, right up there. Sheets making a move down low.
Sheets forcing him up a lane there, but Connor able to get a good drive off and maintain his lead for now. But the more these guys fight up front, that allows Johnson to kind of just stalk around and see what you can make of this as well.
Just a stalker. He's just waiting.
Sheets really turned down the track hard there. Almost got loose. Looks like it was really an aggressive exit of the corner.
Looks like he was trying to set him up for the next corner or something, trying to maybe turn down and get underneath him, and it just didn't work.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's exactly what he was doing, which can be good strategies. Just can be pretty dangerous as the tires are going away, but definitely would like to. I kind of feel like Sheets is getting held up here, so he definitely would be or wants to get around Connor here and open up a lead if he can, but Connor doing a good job of defending well.
Well, this is where you want to be patient. Just put a little bit of pressure on him, just like he's doing. Let him work those tires a little bit harder. We saw last run that 97 car got really loose. So maybe Sheets is just kind of being a little bit of an intimidator right now and just putting a little pressure on him, making him overdrive his car a little bit. Just wait for that right moment. You can't wait too long.
And I'll say I really don't think Sheets can pass him on the inside at this point. I think the pass has to be on the outside. Unless a mistake is made by the 97, don't think there's enough drive on that inside lane to clear. So as long as Connor can defend that middle, even high line if he needs to, Um, oh, and he gets loose there. Sheets dives down to try to avoid any contact. But again, you see Connor get the drive off there from that middle lane.
Just can't get it all. That's so frustrating too. So that tells me that Sheet's car needs the clean air, needs to be out front, needs to be running smooth, and he struggles right now, even behind a car that I think is struggling with handling.
I
Just be a
I
little bit.
I think Sheets needs to be up near the wall almost. If he really needs to try to just gain as much momentum as he can up by the wall, cause Connor to overdrive his car. You see Connor again blinking out there for just a second. Or at least up by the wall through 1 and 2, and then through 3 and 4, maybe running like a middle or a low line.
Just to do anything, just to get that air.
Yep.
He was definitely struggling. Getting better, though, it looks like. Well, then again, the gap is a little bit more right now. And then behind this is Johnson, only a second and a half, not even a second and a half behind. It won't take long for him to catch up. But one thing he's doing is he's saving. He has nothing to lose by being where he is. Then he's a lap down, a lap above the guy behind him. So he can just sit there and ride easy. This is almost like a street stock race without any cautions. You know, sometimes you get everybody a lap down.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of what's happening.
Yep, lap 275 now of 300, so 25 laps left. And we have a good battle going on here for the lead. Caleb Sheets just trying to find any sort of gap in Connor's defense here, though Connor's doing a good job of taking away that momentum line. But it looks like Sheets gets a good run here up near the wall, trying to just keep as much speed in that car through the corners there.
Wow. Look at that yellow car down low there. Is that Mott down low? Yeah, okay. Mott getting out of the way. Jim Mott is one of those guys that just never gives up. You gotta you gotta blow up his car before he stops. And to be honest with you, that's how he won the championship last year in the ARCA division. Just never gave up, consistent to the very end. And he had so many top 10 finishes, he ended up in the points lead and he ended up champion. So that's what it pays. Never give up. And it won't take much. Well, now he's going to be in 8th spot now. He can actually go home right now, and he's not going to get any spots. So.
He's in 8th position, down 59 laps. That's
yeah. So, and we only have 20 laps to go, so he can park it, and he's still going to finish in 8th spot. Good run. You know, he had his problems earlier, but look where he ended up finishing.
You have 19 laps to go now, which really is not too many laps. Here at Bristol definitely goes by rather quickly. So Sheets will be needing to make a move here as soon as possible. See Carlisle up into the wall just a bit, trying to stay out of the way of the leaders.
Inching his way forward. Just barely. And both these guys pulling away up to almost 2.5 seconds now from Johnson. Gonna have to stop watching that gap. If Johnson's not gaining and he's losing, then it's gonna be pretty much over for him. I say over, but I mean 3rd place is, you know, no surprise to see him in, but I think he's fallen back. I think his chances of winning are fading quickly unless we have a caution. So I think I just I know the 97 car just yelled my name when I said that. Oh, excuse me. Sheets now falling back a little bit. Almost a half second behind the 97 car. Johnson down almost 3 seconds.
Yeah,
And Lisby.
we saw the
Oh,
end
go ahead.
of that second stage. The 97 really fell off, and we were even questioning if he had some sort of damage, but I think he got the adjustments in, or adjusted his driving here for this third and final stage. Has maintained great speed through the entirety of this run here, and with 10 laps as they come to the line, 10 laps to go now. He has put himself in a great position here to take a win. Was pole sitter tonight, so definitely knew he had a lot of speed in that car. But a lot of crazy things can happen here at Bristol, so he's able to kind of keep the car clean and keep it out front for the majority of the race. But 9 laps to go now, and Sheets has dropped back half a second. They're really wondering what happened with Vasquez there, because they are starting to reel him in a bit. Maybe he did have some sort of spill or some sort of moment that caused him to go down pit lane there. But
So can you imagine being 2 laps down and still, or 3 laps down and still finishing in sixth? I would take that all day long. I mean, this could have been a disastrous race for him in the points. I mean, in the playoffs. But instead, it's this is going to be all right for him. So I don't know what happened. We must have missed something at some point along the line. Well, it is getting late here in the Northeast, that is for sure. Even though it's actually been a pretty quick race,
yeah,
especially for Bristol.
this has been pretty quick. But we see Sheets reel it in just a bit. He's closed the gap to 2/10 now, with just 4 laps to go here. So,
And the thing is Vasquez, he kind of has a reason to race right now, because if he can get by these guys, although now it's kind of not going to happen, but it just, he ran out of time. He caught him, and he could have been just moving up just a little bit with the laps down, but just a tough break for the 22 tonight. But you know what? It's going to work out for him. And this is your battle for the win right here. Connor and Sheets.
2 laps to go. Sheets just 1/10 behind our leader there through the middle of the corner. Coming to the white flag. Sheets is going to have to do something crazy here if he wants to try to reel the 97. He does a hard dive on the inside, side by side with John Connor coming down the backstretch. Connor tagging the wall. That's stalling his momentum. Connor up into the wall, riding the wall around. Sheets goes up the track, also slamming into the wall there. And John Connor takes first place tonight. A little bit of drama there at the end. He thought maybe Sheets did enough to get around there right at the end, but John Connor willing his way across the line as the winner, as the pole sitter. So all in all, great start and great end to the night for the 97 car.
That was a great one, probably one of the best finishes we've seen all year. Just absolute mayhem at the end of that, and it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Both guys using the wall to try to get that advantage, and this is what you get. Now we've got 97 locked into the next round.
Yeah, this was coming to the white flag here. Saw Sheets really throw it down on the inside and make it stick there. And I thought when Connor struck the wall and exit here, that stalled him enough for Sheets to try to clear the 97, but the 97 just kept the gas in it and used that wall to finish the turn.
Oh. That was awesome. I loved every second of that.
Yeah, that was a good finish. Definitely a very interesting uh, race as far as the final results go. Only 3 cars left on the lead lap, and I believe Connor is trying to work his way to victory lane here.
Yeah, it's actually gonna. I love it. That is awesome.
So
You know what? Hey, you gotta give him that. That is awesome, right there.
oh,
That's
there you
awesome.
go. Oh, he disappeared again.
That was great.
Here,
That was fun to watch.
I can rewind it, I think.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could interview him with that showing up on the screen. Just keep that right there, and we'll use that for the backdrop for when we do the interviews. That was a great touch.
Let me actually, I'm gonna go to the results real quick just so we can see that. So the final results for tonight here at Bristol: John Connor, both pole sitter and winner here. Caleb Sheets coming across P2. Zach Johnson finishing third spot. Ted Lisby, great job by Ted in the 44. We saw him kind of just minding his own business most of the race. Had a little bit of a scare earlier in the race, but other than that, very quiet night for the 44. But coming across P4 tonight, so great finish by Ted Lisby. Stephen Carlisle coming across P5, Nick Vasquez 6th, Tommy Carroll Jr. 7th, Jim Mott 8th, Michael Deitch 9th, Joe Gibbons 10th, Ray Gill 11th, Tyler Bellinger 12th, Caleb Carter 13th, Corey Mott 14th, Noah Hunt 15th, Tyler Krozak 16th, and Vince Mitchell retired the car right at the start of the race due to some mechanical issue with the pedals. So 17th finish for him. All right, we'll have our top 3 in for quick interviews because I gotta get to sleep, man. I'm super tired here, but we'll get them in for the interviews here quickly.
Oh, the sympathy I show.
All right, we'll get Zach Johnson, our third place finisher, in first. Mr. Johnson, in your booth, you got us?
Yeah.
Hey, so I was hoping you would come across for your second place finish, but P3 definitely
This
Yeah.
would be
need to
his
snooze that.
sixth. I believe
I think
this
it'd
is-
be more than 6. I think it would have been the 8th one of the season.
Oh, okay.
No, we checked it out. We checked out the results already. This I believe is 6 and 6. 6 second place, 6 third places,
Oh, well.
and 3 wins.
Yeah, gotta love good points.
Yeah.
Can't complain. I mean,
So 3 cars on the lead lap there at the end. I mean, was that something you were expecting coming in with the long green flag runs, or
honestly, yeah. If we had gotten this like the entirety of the third stage, that's kind of what I foresaw happening. Like
Mhm.
anywhere from 5 to 6, maybe on the lead lap at the end of the race. I know we probably should have had 4, but Nick pitted, try to see fresh tires. But I mean, with this tire compound, it wears for 10 laps. Like you have fall off, and then it just stays there for
yeah.
pretty much the entirety of that run. It stayed at like 15.5s to 15.7s, and so that's definitely frustrating especially when I was saving tires, and then I caught John, and then I got just in dirty air, and it just for some reason I just lost everything, and it just fell back. So yeah, it's frustrating, but I got a playoff point, which is what I was hoping to get, at least one of them for this race. So that's another point for the bank. Yeah, I mean, I can never be mad with a third place unless if you get intent wrecked, but that didn't happen, so I can't be mad at it.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
absolutely. Yeah, we saw Nick Pitt there, and it got us excited for just a second. But then I was watching the lap times, and I think he was only like 3 tenths faster than the leader. So I was like, yeah, there's no way he can get it back up
Yeah,
to the front. But
it's it's bad. I mean, we saw it real life here last year in this
yeah,
race, and um, it's just kind of one of those things where it's track position, I guess. Clean air is king, and I knew that, and I wouldn't say I got robbed of the spring race, but I got beat on tire strategy, and was really looking forward to this race and had it circled since May. So um, yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, but I mean, third place, I won at Darlington, so we're advanced and got 6 extra playoff points this round. So
Yep.
never be too mad at that.
Nope.
no, absolutely not. Bill, you got anything for him?
What would you have done different in this race tonight?
Um, Definitely not speed on pit road at the end of the first stage. Um, it's changed now. You used to get a little give and take at just one over and then go back down one over, and now it's you go one over and it's speeding penalties. So John also got one as well on that pit cycle. And then coming out of after stage 2, come to start stage 3, I just kind of, to be frank, pussyfooted it out of pit road, and I lost the lead to John, and ultimately I think that's what um, cost me at least a better chance. Here I would have been able to control the pace and like John was doing. So I don't know, just learn some things and um, can apply some of this to New Hampshire next week, but not a lot. So another track that I struggle at. But then we go back to Kansas, which I won at, and the Roval, which is always a wild card. So um, yeah, looking forward to the round of 12, and if we can point away or win our way into the round of 8, I have all the confidence in the world I'll be able to make the final 4.
All right.
Good. Well, you know what? You might see me as one of your competitors at Kansas. We will see.
We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Yep. Great job on the third place finish. You have a good rest of your evening.
Yeah, shout out to Turning Point USA. Tragic what happened on Wednesday, so I figured
Absolutely,
we
100%.
would run a tribute car, me and Corey, and for Charlie and all the things he's done for
God
society,
bless.
really, and the youth. So um, wish I could have got the win for him, but um, God has a plan, and you just gotta get in line and just be patient.
There's always next week.
Yeah, there's always next week.
Oh,
All right, man.
oh,
Yeah, Corey didn't even stick around to the end. Can you believe that? That's pretty
I know he
selfish.
wrecked out, and then he since we didn't have any race control, do that. And shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Ryan as well. He's going through some stuff right now, so I hope he's doing okay, and look forward to seeing him next week back up here in race control and in the booth
Yep.
because he was missed.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll let you go. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
That was Zach Johnson, driver of the 45 car, finishing P3. Another podium finish for Johnson, so he's really positioned himself well as we come towards the end of the season. Next up, our second place finisher, Caleb Sheets, driver of the 26. Mr. Sheets, you're in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. So definitely a pretty electric finish there. 3 cars on the lead lap. But as for you and our leader, John Connor, that last white flag lap, we saw you kind of throw it to the inside. I was telling Bill, I feel like the only way you're going to be able to clear him is to try to do some sort of outside, like up near the wall move or something. Because it seemed like no matter what you were trying on the inside, you just couldn't get the drive off. Was that kind of what you were experiencing there towards the end of that race?
Yeah, and I was a little too loose whenever I'd get up top, I would get loose often.
Mm.
So yeah, really didn't have much of a choice. I mean, I would have had a chance in turn 4 if he didn't ride the wall. I mean, that was pretty obvious right there. I mean, that's you can't really do much about that. But but yeah, I mean, it was really difficult to pass because I was too loose up top and couldn't get underneath him. So
Yeah,
I will say this: that was by far the most entertaining finish of the year.
oh, I bet.
yeah, you definitely used the wall to finish the turn there, but I mean, all bets are off there coming to the checkered. Um, but yeah, sorry, I'm severely exhausted. I surprised I'm still awake now. But Bill, do you have anything for Mr. Sheets here?
Yeah, Caleb, just another consistent run for you. You locked into the next round. Is there any tracks you see coming up that are putting a smile on your face?
Yeah, I like Kansas pretty well. That's always been a good track for me. New Hampshire and the Roval are decent tracks, but Kansas might be the one where I have a chance to win.
Is Kansas a
Well,
corn track?
nope, that's Iowa. Kansas is kind of like Kentucky or Chicago land. I think is Chicagoland is like a mile and a half one. It's one of those type tracks, I think.
Hmm. Got it. Okay.
We'll
All
see
right.
what happens.
Well, sorry again. I'm very tired. So, any shout-outs you want to give before you head out, or anything else?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks broadcasting the race.
Sure.
Thanks for the setup by Palmetto. It was a fun race. A lot of green flag racing there at the end, so I
Yep.
appreciate the clean racing we had. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, the green flag racing definitely was cool. Would have been cool to see a little bit more, couple more cars on the lead lap there. Bill was wishing for a caution there at the end too, which would have spiced things up. But uh,
Oh,
but
shots fired.
no, definitely I'm grateful for the early finish tonight. So you're exactly right. Great green flag racing there. Uh but yeah, we'll let you go and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. See y'all later.
Yep. Peace, man.
See you, bud.
That was Caleb Sheets, driver of the 26 car. And I don't see John Connor in the Discord, so I think we're done. Yeah, I don't
Sounds
see him.
good.
Don't see him, but just quickly, yeah, great job by John Connor, 97, coming across the winner tonight. Was gonna ask him really about that second stage, why he had such a severe drop off there, um, and what he did to correct that. But I guess we'll never know. But everybody in the Twitch chat, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Sorry to all of the Vasquez fans who came together and were watching the race tonight. Just not the 22's night. He definitely made a strategy call. Don't know if it was a correct one. Oh well, yeah.
What's that?
He finished sixth, but I mean he was on the lead lap contending for the win at one point.
Yeah.
But you're exactly right. I gotta manage my expectations with that. But thank you guys so much for coming out, and we will see you next week. Believe next week we're what did you say? Next week we're at New Hampshire. So Loudon or New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So flat
I
track,
can't remember. Yeah.
dinner plate
Very
track,
tough.
right? Is that what they call it?
Yep. Yeah, it's a progressive banking, but it's shallow and not much banking at all. And it's just a tough track to figure out. It really is. It's not an easy track to drive.
And that is that is not a self-cleaning track. If you overcorrect
Oh,
there,
no.
you can take out the entire field. So,
And it happens.
yeah, we'll definitely be on the lookout for that next week. But we are gonna close things up here. Thank you guys so much for coming back out. Missed you guys while I was away, but we will be back next week, same time, same place, and only a handful of races left here until we really reach the end of this thing. So definitely be cool to see how this season pans out. But you guys have a good rest of your evening and a better